I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
All right, race day again, everyone. I am excited because we're at a new track. A track that I have never been to. Already it's been an interesting trip. We rolled in here. First of all, they said no dogs. Well, we have our dog with us, so that sucks a little bit. A little bit disappointed in that. But then we realized there's no paved parking of any kind or gravel or anything like that. So it's all grass, and it's been kind of moist around here recently. Like you could see standing water over there. We were bringing the trailer in here and the rollers actually dug in there. We were stuck for a second. I didn't know if we were gonna be able to get it out, but started rocking it back and forth and we were able to get it free. Yeah, luckily we got here early so there wasn't a whole lot of people to watch us look like idiots. Got some good dirt right there. Bringing a piece of Yello Belly with us. What do you think of Yello Belly so far?
I mean, it's nice and peaceful.
For now, there's nobody here. Last night we ended up having to fix freeze plug issue. So we looked, like I mentioned in the last video, we had seen the Motion Raceworks plugs, or plug brackets, and Tanya had a good idea. She said that we had some brackets for her suspension stuff that looked like they would work pretty good right off the bat. So what you can't see here is under this plug, or under this bracket, is the freeze plug. And so what we ended up doing was we put a nut. That was a decent thickness to fill the gap a little bit, so like right now you can still see a little bit of a gap on the bracket, but that's tightened down all the way. So it's shoving that nut against that plug, making sure that it stays in there real tight. So the downside to this was the plug that came out was on the back side of this. Luckily, it was this head, which is slightly more forward than the other head. That other head, we could not get anything to at all. So that one's just a regular freeze plug. There's no bracket on it, but we put a bracket on the front two, and then we got a bracket on that back one, the one that came out. So we got it in as far as we could go, but just how pain in the ass it was to get to, we couldn't get a nut in there to fill that gap like the other ones did. So it's just a bracket, it's holding it flush. Put a bunch of JB weld around the plug just to, you know, for good measure. So we'll see if that helps at all.
Probably should have checked these straps.
Yeah, don't look at them.
They're really loose.
Were they?
Yeah.
God damn it. Rolling around on the parking pin. Probably do launch control a couple of times, build a bunch of boost, make sure that it's not a head gasket issue that was popping out the plugs. And yeah, fingers crossed. So we'll get to that right now. They say no dogs. What kind of place is no dogs? Look at him, happy. All right, so we got a calibration put in here right now. Hopefully it's relatively soft. We heard they scraped the first 60 feet, so it's gonna be pretty slick, pretty fresh. So we're gonna start out with a boost that we know that we can control. All right, so I think the reason why it overshot when we tried targeting 17 was because the map lookup that I had was really exaggerated up top because that turbo couldn't do anything over 17. So I had 100% as the base duty cycle for 17 pounds. So I tried doing 17 and it assumed that it was gonna have to go to 100 for it, and it tried to, and that boost, or that duty cycle, obviously yields way more with this turbo. So I changed that table, but the first one, just because we're gonna make sure that the plug stays in there, I just did launch control on it and nothing came out. So I think we're good. Built a couple of pounds, but we'll start out, you know, slow and see what happens. So I'm gonna make this pass targeting about 12 and sort out the surface. So we've got the table enabled that traces an ideal RPM and will retard timing above that ideal RPM. Problem is I don't know what an ideal RPM is for this track, so I took a guess at it, and then we'll get the data from this one and hopefully we can come up with something that will work good. That's just our safety net. The boost control that we have and the timing retard off of the button is also a complete guess. So we're gonna leave with about 4 pounds. It's about 3,200, and then it's probably gonna be it's like 12 degrees out right off the button, and then it comes all back in over like a second and a quarter or something like that. So I was trying to help out and I fucked up his bumper. So now he's got bumperless all the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So actually this one is one of the ones in the race. The truck over here, they wouldn't let in the race. They barely let me in the race, but they said, nope, this dude's a pro mod. Can't have none of that shit in here.
Okay.
So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe we can convince them before the race starts.
I hope so.
Don't do anything crazy like go really fast.
I'm hoping if we race, just drag my ass.
I don't know.
That'll make me look so much better. So much more appealing.
That's true. I don't know. I think mine's gonna be a pretty. I think mine's gonna be pretty rough, but we'll see. Take a stab at it. Did the first test pass. I thought it was just a free pass. Like, I thought we were gonna have a driver's meeting and then we were gonna get 2 test passes. But apparently that was like one of the actual test passes, and I shot really, really low. So just wanted to feel what was going on and make sure that the motor was gonna stay together. So I don't know, I gotta make a lot of assumptions from that pass for this one. So I'm gonna try to swing for it pretty hard on this one and see if it holds it.
I don't know, just use your women's intuition.
Yeah, I gotta have that.
Yeah, a really good one.
Yeah? What do you think I should do?
Turn it up a bit off
More
the hit.
RPM off the hit or more boost off the hit, or both?
Both.
Okay. Just hit the fuck out of the tire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So left nice. It was very soft. Lately.
Yeah. It felt like it. So, I don't know. We'll look at the log and see what it shows. says this is still a track. That pass was quite a bit hotter, probably as hot as I normally like do on a really, really good street, and it bogged and just dead hooked out here. So I turned it way the hell up. It was a decent pass, but I don't think it's enough to win. So I turned it up. I think it'll take it. But so I'm racing a Camaro. Yeah, ZL1 Camaro. I don't know anything about the car. I think it's an extras car. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just want to make the fastest pass that I can. The good thing is the motor's holding together. That plug is holding in there. Whether it's the JB weld or the brackets that Tanya made, it's going good. So I only turned it up in the beginning. The boost that it made about 19 pounds. It's the most I want to do right now because I haven't tried anything else on the dyno. So we'll see. We'll see if it'll take a harder hit. That's basically it. But that's what I need. It was a slug out the gate. So see what it does.
You got the drone on the truck.
Yep. That's good light right there. Good shot.
Yeah.
Tails.
That's just tails.
Nah,
Bro,
that's how the night's gonna go.
never fails. Fuck that tails never fails. It's heads. Heads only. Got one like $200-300 off flipping quarters calling heads.
We're doing pro tree. If it drops full tree, it's no race. So you'll rerun it again.
That's
Full tree don't move.
That means they ain't gonna hesitate.
When I say the full
always
tree
fucking
coming
down.
down,
Never
But if they do
fucking
take
know.
off, it's no race regardless.
Okay, but we could go and that won't count against
Yeah, but if you go, you just chop back. But other than that, I mean, the basic rules: you cross, you lose. You jump, you lose.
in front or behind.
if you're behind,
If you're behind,
you're good.
Okay, behind and cross. It's fine.
Fuck it.
If you're in front, you cross. You're on the team.
Hey, what if T-tops fly out?
Keep going.
I'm gonna take my passenger T-top loose this time. Huh?
Legitimate tactic.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. It's called CO2.
Okay, jump to the roadies first. Then you make.
I got somebody that knows how to fucking build a table.
You and Hugo.
I don't know how to build a table.
It's working. Yeah, we're all gonna go and go online. So.
Measuring turbos, right?
Hopefully it's enough.
Max, 55mm max.
I wanted to be.
You are.
She just walked like a quarter mile with like probably 4 gallons of fuel in there.
You didn't put any in there.
Thanks, babe.
plug off, it might be even. How much do you ramp into?
Fucking shook again. 19. I think. That's the thing. Well, I pressed the scramble, so probably like, as soon as he saved me, I was just like, oh no, this is not good. I just lost it right there. Because I knew he had similar passes. Yeah. So then I was like, well, let me try this scramble out, and it actually went. I'm not used to that. Usually I'm like max boost by like half a second, 1 second out. That time I pressed the scramble and I was like, oh.
That's fucking.
I'm sorry. My drag. Somebody else was looking up a draggy too. Again.
Oh, that's fine.
Your car. Yeah, exactly, into your car. There you go.
Into my car.
Awesome. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I just haven't
It was
said
fun.
it. I'm like, man, you should know who drives.
Well, yeah, and that's the funny thing is that we go through the videos where I'm saying like traction control shit. I did a couple of videos on it. Which was for other people. I don't have that shit in my car.
Look, traction control.
Yeah. I think what they thought was traction control was it shaking the fuck out of the tires. I heard somebody say, "Oh, you can hear it in a second." I'm like, "No, that's my chassis fucking dying. Something's wrong. They should not do that." So, really good result. Everything went good. Everything went to plan. Honestly, I was really surprised that the freeze plugs weren't a larger issue. I think we're going to investigate that a little bit more, but I mean, it made it through a thrashing. I was not nice to it at all. Didn't turn it up as much as I think we're going to be able to, but that's a boost that I'm happy with. I know it's probably making a good amount of power, but I doubt we were in the 1,000 horsepower range. Maybe this Friday we'll do a live session and I'll go over some of the logs because I'm really interested to see a couple of things in there with the guesses that I took with power control and curious what we were at for injector if it decided to go above the 19 pounds that we were shooting for. So we'll take a look at that. But yeah, thanks to everybody that was helping out. Robert, as always, Bateo Performance, and Jeff, shit, I just met him that day, and he was helping me back up, do burnouts, all sorts of stuff. Tanya did awesome with the video. She's getting better and better each time, so let her know what you'd like to see and what she did well, what you want to see more of. I really do appreciate all you guys let me come out and race with you. It was not in any way, shape, or form an easy thing for us or a sure thing at all. You saw the previous video of the dyno issues that we had. I didn't even know. We brought the truck not knowing if it was even going to make a pass. I thought there was a possibility that I put it on launch control and it was just gonna pop one of those freeze plugs right out. So really glad. Plus new turbo, completely different power band, new surface we've never been on, just a lot of variables. So I had no idea how it was gonna go. Pleased with how it went, obviously. Yeah, it was some good racing. It was fun. It was by no means a blowout of any kind. I assure you we were working for it. I've been wanting to go there for a while. Really, really like that kind of track. So I definitely will be back. We'll try to go faster there, even if y'all don't want me to race with you. But I'll still be around because that surface is just too much goddamn fun to not go anymore. So I'm sure I'll see everybody out there again. But as always, like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you're already subscribed. Some options have changed, so you might want to pick all for notifications. And especially leave some comments. If you guys, there were tons of phones out there, tons of cameras going on, different angles of the races and stuff. If you guys posted it up on Facebook or some other social media, drop a link into the comments. We'd like to take a look at them. But yeah, got the heater and the blanket on the truck because it's supposed to get really cold tonight, so we will see you guys next time.